So subscription orders should be a top priority for your farm if you're selling online or even in person, because subscription orders mean that you get regularly recurring revenue. Say that three times fast. Regularly recurring revenue. Um, and that is super essential for cash flow. Every month you have bills going out to pay labor, to pay your expenses, to pay your feed bills, etc., right? And so you need to have consistent revenue coming in to pay those and keep the business afloat. And I always say, cash flow is essential. Um, and you can do this with wholesale orders, getting regular wholesale buyers, and you can do it with subscriptions. And um, this is really, really important. If you don't have it, it's a great thing to really start to focus on. And today I'm going to talk about why it's important, how I learned how to do it, and how you can do it, and also give you some examples of how to implement all this that I'm talking about today. Um, One thing that just kind of as a side note, you don't have to grow it all. So a lot of people are under the belief that they need to grow, the eggs, the chicken, the poultry, the pork, the beef, the vegetables, everything, raw milk. And I see a lot of people making that mistake. And again, I advise that to really start with one enterprise. Get one enterprise going, get some sales going, and get that really dialed in, the production side at least, and as well as the marketing, getting regular, consistent orders and customers before you add a second enterprise. Because otherwise, you're splitting your focus, your time, your energy, your finances, your time in two ways or three ways or four ways if you're doing multiple enterprises. Um, it does help to have other farm products rather than just the one. So, for example, if you're selling chicken, it does make it easier to sell chicken if you also have eggs or if you also have pork or vegetables. But you don't have to do it all. In fact, you shouldn't do it all. You can source it from other farms. And this makes it so you can provide more to the customer. You'll have give customers a reason to purchase from you, but you don't have to grow it all and manage all that yourself. Let somebody else do it. Buy it from them at wholesale price and sell it for a retail price, and you can make a small margin on it and increase your sales. So how I learned this was basically I was relying on online sales for many years on our online store. Onesies, twosies, people would show up, they buy one item or two or three items maybe, and I might get a repeat purchase here and there. They come back 6 months later, maybe make another purchase, but it wasn't consistent. And it's really hard to grow and to rely on that type of ordering from our customers. And when I focused on subscription orders, consistent, repeatable orders, that's when things really started to take off and become more reliable on the farm. So here's how you can do it. Here's kind of some key things that I put together that I've learned. Um, when you're doing subscription model, it's always great. What we do in our store is we give them the option at checkout. They can select to do a one-time purchase. So let's say they're buying chicken thighs. They can do a one-time purchase of chicken thighs, or they can subscribe. And there's always that option for every item, every product we have. If they subscribe, they save some money, right? So they elect to get this delivered every month. They'll save 5% off every order. So it's always great to have an incentive for them to subscribe to that order. And you want to clearly make that clear to them. What is the advantage? Do they save money? Is it convenience? Maybe you give free shipping or free delivery if they subscribe. So you can give them some sort of incentive to do that. And you really want to highlight that value and that incentive to your customer and your headlines and make it clear to them that you should subscribe. You're going to save money, right? Another great thing to do is to offer different tiers, different plans of subscription models. So especially this applies if you're doing something like a CSA, right? So that's a good example of this. If you're doing a CSA model, people can subscribe to get it monthly, weekly. Some people do bi-weekly. Um, and you can offer different options for different subscription boxes. Um, it's also great to give customers some choice in how much they're ordering or the variety of products they receive in each box. We used to do a box where it was kind of like farmer choice, And that worked okay because I kind of had like the basic things, like these are the things you're gonna get in your box, but we're also throwing some other stuff. And so it was kind of fun for the customers because they never knew what the box was going to be. And it was kind of like a surprise each month when they open it up. It was they didn't really know exactly what the ingredients would be. But we also found a lot of people didn't really like that because they didn't have any choice. They didn't know what was going to be in it. They couldn't plan, or maybe they got some items that they didn't know how to cook. Um, so we still offer that box, but it's not as popular. Um, Not as popular compared to boxes that customers can, have more choice in and customize. So another thing you should do is offer subscriptions in your funnel and your website. Um, you can offer a CSA model where people sign up for a specific time period, 6 months or 4 months or a year CSA, where they are charged every month, or you can charge them for the full season, 4 months up front. So you get that payment up front, which is nice. You can also include other farms, right? So when I said you can source other products, you can have a CSA. One example of this that's very popular would be like a meat and egg CSA, right? Or something like a meat and veg CSA, right? These are popular items because it kind of gives the customer multiple options. Um, like I said before, it's great to offer exclusive products or exclusive discounts that this customer can't get anywhere else, that they only get if they subscribe. So you can give them limited edition items, items that you only offer to your CSA providers. We try to treat our subscription purchasers are CSA purchasers like gold. Because they provide the most value to your farm. I'd rather have somebody make a $40 purchase every month than someone, I get more excited about that than someone who's making a $200 purchase one time and I'll never see him again. Because the $40 purchase is repeat business every month. And as long as I can keep them around, keep them happy and give them great quality product, they're going to stick around. Um, so, we treat our CSA subscribers, our subscription subscribers like gold. We give them the best. We give them exclusive discounts, exclusive promotions. We'll also give them uh, additional things. So, like, I don't know if I put this in here. I'll add this in at the bottom. But you can also offer digital products, right? And so these would be things like unboxing videos, right? Unboxing the videos for them. How recipes, how to cook, XYZ, right? Um, how to can vegetables, things like this, anything that's educational, useful, helpful for the customer. These are things that you can also include in your CSA model. It helps improve retention, helps keep them around, and provides additional value to them. You also want to make it real easy for the customer to sign up. So you can give them options to uh, easily manage their subscription online where they can pause it, cancel it, skip a week if they're not going to be in town, um, and where they can select their delivery dates. Some people give a lot of customization. We've tried both. We've done a lot of customization and we've done like no customization. Right now, we're on the very little customization. So I take that back. We don't allow any customization in terms of delivery dates and how they get it. So we say everything's home delivery. Another option, some other farms will let people choose home delivery, or you can pick up on farm, or you can pick up at the farmer's market, or you can have it delivered, or you can have it shipped. For us, that just created too much confusion. So we just baked in the delivery fee and it's one-time fee. Everybody gets home delivery depending on which product you choose. There are no pauses, there are no skips because it's monthly. So it's like you can get your box every month. If you're going to be out of town, you can have a friend or family member pick it up for you, hold it for you. But we don't pause any subscriptions. We don't skip any months. And so we don't do any customization as far as the delivery side. But in terms of the box itself, we offer a lot of customization. And I'll show you an example of this in a minute where we give them credits. So essentially they purchase a box and they get a number of credits and they can use those credits to select which items they want in that box. And I find that that's really important because For example, the biggest reason that customers stop a CSA or a subscription model is because they don't like the products in the box. You've seen it and you may have experienced it yourself. If you subscribe to like a vegetable CSA, 1 month you get 20 pounds of carrots and potatoes, and the next month you get 5 pounds of beets. And it's like, I don't even like beets. I don't know how to cook them, right? And so that kind of stuff happens. And then people are like, I'm not doing the CSA anymore. So you don't want to fall into that rut. So we give them a lot of options, a lot of customization so they can choose what they want in their box and they'll stick around. Um, so, and we also give them our best products, right? We don't want to just dump, oh, here's a bunch of chicken feet and wings. This is all we have available this week. We want to reserve our premium products for our CSA subscribers, for our subscription boxes. We give them the best, we give them the first choice, and we also offer like wings and feet and stuff like that if they want it, but they don't have to get it. We don't just dump them in the box, be like, here you go. Retention is everything. So you want to keep the customer on this box as long as you can because you probably took you a lot of time, effort, marketing, might have used some paid advertising to get that customer. So it's great to keep them on your subscription period as long as you can. So what we do is we will charge the subscriber a monthly subscription and we just keep it forever. There is no 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. We just keep it on there forever and they tell us until they tell us they don't want it anymore. Um, and you can offer incentives for people who subscribe to longer periods. So you see this, I'm sure you've probably seen advertisements of like the butcher box and stuff. They'll be like, sign up for 1 year and get free bacon in every order, right? So they're offering incentives for customers to subscribe to a longer subscription period. As I mentioned before, giving how-to guides, giving recipes, providing excellent communication, customer service. These are going to help keep your customers around so you don't lose them after a month or two. Another thing we do is we will upsell, we will cross-sell other products. So we'll send them each month, we send them a list, a survey where they can select their preferences and then they can choose which add-ons. If they want to add on additional items, we'll have other additional items listed there. We'll recommend other complementary products um, to try to increase the value of their order. So instead of just getting that $50 box every month, we'll say, oh, you can also get this, you can get that, and try to increase that order value. And we can look at our analytics, look at our data, look at their purchase history, what they've ordered before. And so we can make personal recommendations. So if we know that this person buys whole chickens, has bought whole chickens 3 or 4 times before, and they're really into whole chicken, we might offer that as a upsell. Say, oh, you can also add on a whole chicken to your order for 10% off or something like that. Or you can buy this whole chicken and get it delivered. Delivery charge is already paid for with your CSA. We'll bring you, whole chickens as well. I mentioned digital products. These are great things to offer to your customers. So that's kind of, how to do it, some important things to keep in mind. So let me show you some examples. Um, this is an example of our CSA. I just took a picture here. The next thing I was going to show you is our funnel. So those are kind of how we have our CSA set up. Um, you'll need some way for people to actually sign up for your CSA, some sort of landing page, website, etc. And the basic items you'll need on that landing page, and I'll show you an example of mine in just a second. You need a headline. For us, we have 3 different boxes. So you need a way so they can select their box. You'll need an order form or a way to take payment. It's a good idea to put some reviews and testimonials on there, and also a frequently asked questions box. And so the last piece of technology I'm going to show you is you'll need a way to get their orders, get their preferences. And so we have a form or a survey that goes out. You can do this a couple different ways. You can just send email, say, let us know your preferences. You can make a Google form or a Google Sheet. What we have is a survey. So again, in this system, we have everything is automatically set up. Actually, it's a form, I believe. Yeah, so everything's set up in the regenerativesuccess.online app. We have all the automations workflows so that I automatically get notified when I get somebody signed up for a CSA. I automatically get reminded when it's time to put together my CSA, my offerings for the month. The customers automatically get notified when it's time to do the survey. They automatically get an email to complete the survey, and I get an email when it's done, when it's completed. And so all this is automated, so it makes it super easy. You just kind of set it and forget it. So we send them an email with this form. Says put your name, your email, select your preferences. So we can just list all of our preferences here. They're not listed on this one. This is an example, but they can select which ones they want for their credits. You can even include an order form here and accept payment here if you want to, but usually we get payment in advance and then just charge it automatically each month. Um, but this form goes out and they just select their preferences and then we get the box ready to be delivered.
All right, if this video was helpful to you in learning how to do subscriptions on your farm and set up your CSA, go ahead and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and also look at the link down below. You can get access to the document that I had in this video. Just click the link down below and you have to submit your email address, and then I will email you the document that you see in the video. Best of luck on your farm.